G'day guys, it's the Play It Again pod here. I'm Corey, I'm with JJ and Ben. I'm not going to let them talk yet, I'm doing my intro. Obviously, this week we're talking about Independence Day Resurgence, much like the Brits voted a couple of weeks ago for the Brexit vote to claim
it was like
it was a couple of days ago to claim that, do not interrupt me. Like I said to claim their independence a couple of weeks ago, and Independence Day, much like the Brexit vote, is all about immigrants and the constant flow of immigrants coming in. And then Nigel Farage defends them, hops in the alien spaceship, and takes them down. And it's really good. And the UKIP spaceship, the mothership, is what eventually defends them all from the oncoming onslaught. I didn't pay attention, but I'm going to assume that that's what happened. I sort of drifted in and out. And we'll get to why I drifted in and out. Hint, it's fuck boring. So we'll get onto that. But first, Ben, what's new in news?
What's new in news? So I'm back. James Old... Good start.
Fuck,
good to be
Ben.
back. James Earl Jones.
I've got to delete this. I got to edit this shit out.
James Earl Jones is confirmed to return for Vader in Rogue One.
Oh, nice. Water is also wet. That shit joke from Batman v Superman. Sorry. Yeah, that's exciting. I mean, Rogue One is obviously in a bit of trouble. Have we discussed how Rogue One's in trouble?
Wait,
basically,
what?
40% of the movie is reshooting.
It came out that that's basically a lie. Like whoever, basically Lionsgate and Disney have basically come out. Lionsgate, sorry, not Lucasfilm, Disney /
Lionsgate,
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Lucas,
we were talking like a few months ago how Lionsgate have got nothing on their station. I was like, this is a game changer.
Lucasfilm Disney actually made a press release, and it was like nowhere near, like they basically just confirmed everything that they're reshooting bits, but it's nowhere near like 40% of the film. Like pretty much 99% of major like distribution films go through reshoots.
Lord of the Rings went through reshoots. There was a great story from Lord of the Rings where they filmed, one of the first scenes they filmed was the climactic scene of Return of the King, where the four hobbits are crying as Frodo goes to... I'm sorry, I've got a dog on me and it's genuinely trying to kill me. Can you take my dog? So we've actually got a live audience this week. So Amelia... friend of the show, Amelia, is here and she loves the podcast so much. And she said, you guys should do a live show. So we applied to all our listeners and our one listener is here. So she'll be laughing at all of our jokes. So listen in. Obviously, we don't have our mic again. We forgot. But if you listen really carefully through the magnificent 2010 MacBook Air audio system, you'll be able to hear thousands of laughs. And then just constant. I mean, the news has gone off already. I mean, what else is on, Ben?
Obviously, some of these news stories are quite a bit old, being away. But John Williams is the new one. Will score Indiana Jones 5.
Nice.
As well as Ready Player One, which Steven Spielberg's directing as well, which is the adaptation of like the... I don't know when it came out, but the book that's sort of all about video games and referencing 80s... sick. Okay.
Sorry, Amelia's just barking. Can we have no barking in the audience, please? What else is happening, Ben?
Kingsman 2's added Jeff Bridges.
Mint.
So this cast is getting better as with the day goes on. I mean, Colin Firth, I'm pretty sure, is returning with that poster that came out. With the glasses, it's like, my death has been falsely reported. It's got Julianne Moore, Channing Tatum. It's got obviously...
that's funny because you were shot right in the face.
Yeah, but it's like but the glass... I don't know. They'll come up with something. His glass will be,
He's the prince who was promised. I'm sure he'll be back.
This one's interesting. Bryan Cranston has been confirmed for Zordon in Power Rangers.
So this was because...
That's fucking sick.
I've actually heard about this. Because everyone was like, out of all the shit that Bryan Cranston could have done, he could have saved Batman v Superman. Batman v Superman, where Superman takes on the oldest Melbourne suburb. He could have saved Batman v Superman single-handedly if he was playing Lex Luthor. But... before Malcolm in the Middle, he was a villain in
Power Rangers.
In Power Rangers in the show.
No.
Yeah, he was inside a huge suit, like one of those weird as fuck.
Oh, so one of the recurring villains, or was he just like?
I'm not sure. There was a picture of him, and it was like this squid-looking thing, and it was like Bryan Cranston is returning to the franchise he's always been destined for, and it just had a picture of that.
He better be in the same costume in this movie.
I'm actually slightly like I loved Power Rangers when I was a kid, but like this movie, I don't know. After watching that, like gritty Power Rangers short film on YouTube.
Yeah, from last year.
Did you really like that?
I didn't mind it.
It just looked a bit like generic because Power Rangers is meant to be kind of.
See, I know you liked Kung Fury, and Kung Fury 2 has been announced.
What is that? One of the stories?
That's one of the stories.
Oh, what a segue, mate! Paul Blart Mall Cop style. On the segue like a fucking champion. That makes me fucking super hard. James, have you seen it?
Yeah.
The director of the movie basically tweeted out a script.
Feature length now though. Or...
Apparently, yeah.
Yep.
So he tweeted out a script and it just says it's happening, and it just said like 2, and everyone's just like, it's Kung Fury, like because he's not directed anything else. So
no, but Kung Fury. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Such a good.
It was just. I don't know if it'll work for like a full length film, but.
That could. They'd have to just expand. Like 35, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
On Netflix now at the moment. So
it's great.
That's good.
Great. If you haven't seen Kung Fury, please watch Kung Fury.
Yeah. Now this one's interesting. Sorry, JJ, you want
dusk. Like the candle store. Why do you have a mug in dusk?
You're really ruining the imagery of a podcast, which is meant to be an audio environment, James. Let's not talk about visual things around
Let's just continue.
That's the mug with
John Boyega is leading the Pacific Rim sequel.
Who?
John Boyega.
John Boyega.
He's producing it and starring in the Pacific Rim sequel. Like, yeah.
We have black Jaegers now, dude. This is bloody political correctness gone mad. Vote One Nation.
Pacific Rim, I thoroughly enjoyed.
You're gonna see like a female Jaeger pilot.
I see that was the kind of movie I just turned my brain off and didn't just enjoyed.
Yeah. Oh no, I saw it, mate.
I saw it like 4 times.
I saw Pacific Rim twice in theaters. Fucking loved it.
Australian
Jaeger. I was just so happy for Australia to be involved.
Yeah, and he's like the worst Australian accent.
You said that like every episode.
I love it when other films acknowledge that Australia exists.
Yeah, actually, we'll talk about that with the Independence Day as well.
Yeah, we will. Especially the marketing.
Yep.
Now I think we just spoke about like Alien Covenant obviously being made now in Queensland, which is good for the Australian film industry. But Noomi
Jackie Lambie, surprise cameo.
Is it Naomi or Numi or whatever?
Rapace? No, last week
actually,
so we just said Noomi R.
Yeah, we said Noomi R.
She's actually returning.
Yeah.
So it was. I think we like. No, it came out like 6 months ago that she wasn't, but now like she's been spotted on set. So I'm guessing it was
Did anyone care? Do you reckon she probably thought everyone was like, oh my god, she's back, and everyone's like, oh yeah.
I mean, I'm keen for
that
Alien.
chick in the Prometheus movie, maybe, or no? Or was that? No. That was other girl that was like getting big that year from Girl and the Dragon Tattoo.
Oh yeah, that girl,
Rooney
Mara. And then Noomi Rapace was in
Rapace.
Noomi Rapace was in the original Swedish Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Oh, was she the girl with the dragon?
Yeah.
He was originally meant to make 9 of those novels, but he died after he made the 3rd.
Yeah, and a new one came out.
Murdered or something.
A new one came out. It was like Girl in a Spider's Web or something.
Yeah.
It's like obviously not the same writer, but it's
because he was like
it's someone who's close to him or something.
Yeah.
Speaking about, you said you basically Bryan Cranston could have saved Batman v Superman. I completely disagree. I think that script was just shocking. But Jesse Eisenberg is returning for Justice League.
Thank God. Now I know I don't have to see it.
I like Jesse Eisenberg.
I like him, but I think it was sort of confirmed that it's actually Lex Luthor's son. So it's not actually Lex Luthor. It'll be interesting, but this sort of triggered me a little. Suicide Squad got a PG-13 rating. So basically an M here.
That's disappointing.
So
that
film apparently went through reshoots as well, and was adding comedy. I think we talked. I don't know if we talked about this, but apparently it was adding comedy. Like I don't know if that's real, but as I go on, I'm just not as keen as I was when the first trailer came out.
The vibes from it were pretty shit as well.
Well, apparently, early screenings aren't great. I mean, as I said, Wonder Woman I'm pretty much not keen for because it's got the writer of Pan, which is a great film.
Oh, Pan! I can't wait for that trilogy.
Oh, smells like Teen Spirit, doesn't it?
In as I go on, I'm just not I'll see it obviously, but.
Yeah,
I'm just not.
We'll see it because we see it for free.
Now, one thing I am keen for is obviously Spider-Man: Homecoming. It's gone on a casting spree. It's casted Donald Glover, which I really like. Hannibal Buress.
Yeah.
And Martin Starr, who's from Silicon Valley. I don't know if you guys watched that.
That's with old mate T.J. Miller.
T.J. Miller, yeah. And T.J. Miller is also being cast in the Ready Player One.
Mint.
But I mean, as Spider-Man: Homecoming started filming only the other week, but I think we're all keen for that.
Yeah, I'm definitely keen. I mean, I didn't think I cared about Spider-Man, but
I just won't be able to get Donald Glover. Like, he's just going to be Troy. Like, when he's not playing Troy from Community, it's going to weird me out. Like, if he's got a semi-serious...
He's in The Martian.
Yeah, I know, but he was still pretty much just a stoner teen.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Like, he was
But he is a stoner teen, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean,
he's a stoner.
I wonder who he'll be playing. Because there's rumours that he might be playing Miles
Morales. There was rumours that he would be playing that, and that would be the main actor in before, like, Tom Holland was announced.
Exactly,
yeah.
No, Tom Holland. That'd
be cool. So Miles Morales, is that a completely different continuity, or is it just Peter Parker gets old as fuck?
It's just Peter Parker. I think he just hands it over or maybe dies. I'm not familiar with the lore
of Spider-Man that's rich as...
No, it is.
It is rich.
Comic books,
I haven't focused too much on Spider-Man lore. It's not one thing I'm too interested in. But I mean, it'd be cool if you did play Miles Morales. That'd be pretty cool. That's actually all for news. So we'll jump on to trailers. Yeah. Jack Reacher 2. Have you guys watched this trailer?
I did watch this. What a shocking trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the first film's actually quite underrated. I enjoyed it. But this trailer, it looks. I mean, he couldn't punch any more people if you tried in one trailer.
Look, there were those moments.
I mean, I'll go see the movie. I'll probably enjoy it because it's the same director and everything. I'm pretty sure.
Does it have? It does. Yeah, it definitely has blood.
And it's got Kobe smell like that.
Kobe
woman
Smulders.
Kobe Smulders. Robin.
But
I've heard she's awesome as a person as well. Like, she's really cool. So.
Is she?
I mean, I'll go see
Canadian?
I don't think so.
I'm not sure, to be honest. But I'm keen for it, but the trailer I don't think was too great.
The trailer was just generic. Yeah.
It was generic. It was like similar to the Bourne trailer. It was like him punching so many people. It's just...
the punches are satisfying in the Jack Reacher 2 trailer. When he punches him through the there's a moment where he punches the guy through the car. That's That's pretty classic. As long as it's gritty, then I'll like gritty punches.
But see, that's what I liked about the new Bourne one. The punches just felt like especially the teaser trailer where he just like punched the dude
in the middle of the desert or whatever.
Like he was just like
one punch.
It's like that gif with all like the black dudes being like.
The punches need to feel like real punches. I just want punches that feel like real punches.
A new Star Trek Beyond trailer came out.
That came out. Obviously, I didn't.
Anton Yelchin. I mean, that's sort of a bit of a news. Sadly, passed away.
Yeah.
Very young, but I mean, I enjoy the Star Trek movies.
No. I
like the first one and second one. I mean, second one I thought was.
I actually really liked
the first one I actually really liked.
People that love Star Trek hate it.
Yeah. This film though, I'm actually quite excited for because Simon Pegg's a huge Star Trek fan. And
he's a producer and wrote it.
He produced and wrote it.
Remember the first trailer was like Beastie Boys?
Yeah, that was shocking.
The second trailer, I didn't mind it actually.
The second trailer was really cool. This trailer's similar. It's got some weird music, but it's not nearly as weird. It's sort of.
But Beastie Boys aren't weird music.
Like a Star Trek movie.
Nah, I fucking relished it. Got around that trailer.
Yeah. Okay, JJ.
Fuck off,
New Ghostbusters trailer. Have you guys seen that one?
Yeah.
The one that came out about a week ago.
With the big demon that lands on her head.
Yeah. And they take a selfie and it's just cringe.
Oh yeah, that's cringe as fuck.
It wasn't as bad as the first trailer.
It's still bad. It's still quite bad.
Still pretty bad. Yeah.
I have no interest in seeing this movie, and it comes out in
a
week. It comes out literally next week.
Does it actually?
I'm pretty sure July 7th.
Fuck.
Well, I have to see how bad it is.
Yeah, I agree.
I have to see.
I mean, I'd laugh so hard if it's actually good. Like, I was like not keen for Spy at all. I thought that looked shocking. Then I saw it and I'm like, that's actually was that good?
Yeah.
See, I still refuse to see it.
Spy.
It's great. It is great.
It is a great.
I know you say it like every week. And Melissa McCarthy. Just,
next trailer sort of made me angry a little bit. Movie called Sing, animated film.
Yeah.
Looks
how generic is the animation? It looks disgusting.
It looks like something straight to VOD.
Yeah.
Like it just doesn't.
Animated films.
And as usual, it has Kevin Hart, who's in the last 4 animated films that like aren't Disney. It's like he's in the Secret Life of Pets. He's in the Trolls one. He's in the Angry Birds. Is he in Angry Birds? I'm pretty sure.
No, he seems like he would be.
Kevin Hart's like he would be.
Fucking just cancerous human being.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Purge election year. These are my guilty pleasure movies.
Yeah,
I just love watching The Purge.
I haven't seen this film.
No, I haven't. This trailer actually looks really cool. Though Frank Grillo, who plays Crossbones in Civil War,
he was the main character in the second one.
Basically, it's like the senator. I actually really like this story and like what it seems to be. The senator basically wants to cancel Purge.
Yeah.
and basically she's traveling somewhere and then doesn't get there, and then the purge starts, and Frank blows her security, and everyone's just going after her because if she's obviously dead, she can't stop the purge. I mean, I sort of like the concept of it. Yeah. Hopefully it's good. Really cool trailer. Yeah. The concept. I love the concept of the purge. I think it's an awesome...
is a real problem. I think
problem.
So,
I actually like see the purge. The purge, I think, is actually a really good original story and concept. The next trailer, Birth of a Nation, I think the second trailer came out for that one. Okay, which is the Sundance winner.
So it's kind of like a fuck you to racism.
Racism.
Yeah, which is cool because Birth of a Nation was originally a movie really sort of made by the KKK.
Controversial movie.
Really controversial, like a masterpiece in the sense that it's like beautiful cinematography for its time, but it's basically just content. Black people are awful people. They come in, they hurt the women. Yeah. So this is like a fuck you that, and it's like a reversal. So the fact that they've taken the title is really interesting to me.
This movie won the Grand Jury Prize at Sundance, which the last 2 years have been Whiplash and Me and Earl and the Dying Girl. So it's got to hold up for me to think it's
gonna,
because those two movies are some of my favourite movies. And Indignation came out, which is an odd-looking film. Logan Lerman, who I think we all sort of agree is one of the better young actors. Yeah. What?
Logan Lerman?
Who's Logan Lerman? So, JJ's thinking, who the fuck's this?
Fury.
Perks of being a Wallflower, Fury.
Fury, the young guy in Fury.
Oh, was he the main character?
Percy Jackson.
Yeah.
Percy Jackson.
He's a piece of shit.
Really?
I just didn't like that movie.
That's incredible. Percy Jackson.
That movie was a bit...
being a wallflower.
It was a bit Tumblr for me. Like,
it was the definition of Tumblr.
It was very like, everyone matters and like,
oh my god.
We're so important. There goes our 20 Tumblr.
We're all celestial starvings. Oh my god.
We're so important. These 20 years.
We gotta satisfy.
No, they're not. You're just driving around aimlessly and talking shit.
That counts off the one Tumblr attack from Corey this week. So
there it is. That's
all.
That box.
I really like that one too.
Indignation. This trailer does look really cool.
Trying to mimic the sound of like a big crowd, like the Big Bang Theory, like.
What, the laughing track?
Yeah, the shit laughing track.
You can just put it in post-production.
We fucking will put it in post-production.
Well, that's all for trailers. I recommend watching Indignation because the trailer actually looks cool. So we'll go to movies.
Yeah.
Should I touch on the movies that I missed out on last week quickly?
Yeah, let's go really quickly though, because we've already talked about them.
Yeah, I'll quickly touch on Finding Dory.
Shouldn't have
been sick.
Sorry about that, dickhead.
Finding Dory, I sort of really enjoyed. I didn't go in expecting much, because unlike Inside Out, there wasn't much marketing for this one, I've noticed. It didn't feel like there was anything. It was like the daytime television ads.
They didn't need to fucking market it.
That's correct. Yeah. But, I really liked it. I liked the dynamic with all the characters. Like, I really liked Hank, which Corey called Frank last week, guys. I'm just fixing that up. And I always thought Dory would sort of fail as a main character. Being a good side character, like the comedic one in last one, I was sort of surprised because there was a lot of, like, emotion with Dory. It sort of made you feel like, fuck, this, like, short-term memory loss would suck.
Yeah, I said this last week, mate.
Did you? I couldn't give a shit. Yeah. I won't touch on too much longer. I really liked it. I sort of agreed with JJ where at the start, Nemo's voice put me off because it sounded a little bit different. Like he sounded so much older, but it was
I just didn't even notice that.
He's not in it enough to notice it much. It was like the first line. But then he says like 10 lines after that, so it didn't really bother me that much.
Yeah.
I really like the sort of not aquarium, but the marine life setting.
Thing, yeah.
Yeah, it is really interesting.
It is really interesting. I'd probably give it a 7.5. I think it's not obviously as good as Finding Nemo, but it does hold up as a sequel. It's not a Cars 2 or anything like that.
But Cars 1 isn't that good.
Cars 1 isn't that good either. But
I really like Cars 1.
Cars 1, it wasn't that great, but I thoroughly enjoyed it at the same time. Like, life is a highway, Corey. Come on. And Warcraft. I'll quickly touch on this now. JJ sort of went into it. Now, I know a bit more. I think me and JJ were having a PS4 session. We sort of chatted about it. I know a bit more of the lore because I actually played vanilla Warcraft. So, I know quite a lot of the lore. So, what happened before World of Warcraft? Because I don't know if you touched on this, but basically this movie is based before World of Warcraft.
30 years, right?
Because around there because like Lothar, the main actor, basically in the game is like a 60-year-old, and the young magician's the guardian and stuff like that. So I sort of knew it. Similar like JJ, people who don't know much probably will get so confused because there's actually that much happening in the movie. But as a sort of player and knowing what happened, I really, really liked it. Like, it was just a guilty pleasure. I mean, it had its problems. Like, it was quite, as I agree, it was quite long. But, I mean, it felt much longer than it was. I'd agree with that. But, I mean, the battle scenes were great. Like, they were really cool. I completely agree with JJ. It was a lot, like, really personalised with all the characters. Just spitting truth. I'd give Warcraft a 7.5 as well, personally, because I mean, go into it, like, go on YouTube and just look up Warcraft lore. Might be a 20-minute video. Go and see it. You'll enjoy it that much more, I think.
Okay.
Because it can get really confusing if you don't know what exactly is happening. But after it, I'm like, fuck, I want to play Warcraft again. Like, it had that effect on me. It wasn't no Lord of the Rings fantasy-wise or anything, but I mean, it was a good movie, yeah.
And it's better than the movie we're going to touch on in a sec, which is Independence Day.
Yeah, correct.
However,
touch on that.
I thought I might just touch on a movie I saw this week as well. So I saw Richard Linklater's new film called Everybody Wants Some.
Dude, so I really want to see this now.
Yeah.
It looks great.
So it's an interesting film. So it's the spiritual sequel, in quotation marks, to Dazed and Confused, which is the Matthew McConaughey, you know, that's what I like about high school girls, man. I get older, they stay the same age because they're not an actual person, they're a person or a category of people that are defined by their age as a number, so naturally they would be defined as that continuous number.
Yeah,
which is like a rough interpretation of the quote. I can't exactly remember the quote. But it sort of basically revolves around Blake Jenner's character, and all their names are super fucking like generic, like James and Jake, and like,
just generic. Like,
so like college. A bunch of basically like the equivalent of like 1970s fuckboys.
Yeah,
that are just like all moved into a frat house, and they're all playing for the college baseball team, and they want to make it to Major League. And it's just sort of like it doesn't have a plot really. Like it doesn't have an arc.
It doesn't have a
like, beginning, a middle, or an end. It's just he arrives at the house, and then
it's like a stream of consciousness. And it's just one event after the other, after the other.
I would think, because like with Boyhood that works, but I think that wouldn't really work for this.
See, with Boyhood it didn't work because Boyhood's a piece of shit.
So, okay, well, we can talk
Boyhood is a masterpiece. But I did not like this movie. I saw it as well. I just didn't like it. I don't know why, but I had no care.
Corey doesn't know who to hate more.
I know Corey loves this film.
Probably Ben Walks just interrupted me halfway through my review.
So you can finish yours. JJ did it with Boyhood's a shithole.
Well, JJ's he's a lovable doofus. You can go on.
Fuck off, cunt. I mean, see, Richard Linklater, I think was like has been a hit and a miss. I mean, Dazed and Confused was okay.
What do you think of the Before trilogy?
I really like them, but Dazed and Confused, I know it's a cult.
You have to love it, Ben.
I didn't like Dazed and Confused.
Boy, you don't even blaze it, you narc. Sorry. I haven't seen it for a while.
Fucking pathetic. Yeah, I mean, I won't get into it much. I'll let Corey have his spiel about how great it was.
I actually really liked it in the same way that I liked Boyhood, in the sense that you just kind of, doesn't really have much meaning. It does have a little bit of meaning underneath about sort of like the dynamics of men living together and how sort of pointless that frat culture. I think there is actually a real intense criticism of frat culture in there. Because
which you got in Bad Neighbours too, though.
And you also got in Monsters University.
Because there's a sense where they get in there.
And in a nice Disney Pixar.
I'd like to finish my review. Okay, so you get in there, and all they do is these guys just talk about pussy like the whole fucking time. They just talk about how they
want what? Sorry,
pussy. Like they just want to fuck girls. It's all they want to do. They just want to have sexual intercourse with women. And it's literally all they do is they play sport or they talk about how they want to fuck girls. And
so basically,
culture at the start, it seems like
when the podcast.
Well, at the start, it seems like they're just like, guys, let me finish my fucking review. So it seems like that's like normal, and you sort of it's just like non-stop sort of banter, and you kind of just let it wash over you like you would like a stupid action movie. But there's moments of like sort of reflection where they'll be in a bar and they would there's a great moment where they'll sort of notice it for the last 3 days they've changed their identities to go to different places to attract the women that hang out in those sort of places.
Gotcha.
And this guy, Blake Jenner's character, sort of just realizes that they're actually all really superficial in the sense that like this is just the most fucking pointless thing, and it's also about how like their lives are just in like stasis, and I think it's definitely a criticism of that like aspect of frat culture, and I honestly saw it as like because Richard Linklater has like that realistic critique of things.
Yeah.
Especially with gender, I honestly saw it as like a critique of like that masculine frat culture. Yeah. I mean, I need to see it again because that's the sort of idea.
Wait, so are we talking about the movie that you're actually reviewing?
Everybody Wants Some.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you were still talking about the spiritual previous one.
What?
I just stopped listening for a while. Keep going.
Oh, you're such a fuck. Anyway, I actually really enjoyed it. See it not expecting like a traditional movie. Just let it wash over you. Just watch the banter and let it sort of just like wash over your face.
Much.
Yeah. No, there's none of those things. I'd give it like a 7 out of 10. Okay. It's. What would you give it, Ben?
I'd give it a 5. Like, okay. I mean, it had its moments.
You know what we should do? JJ should see it over the week, and then when you come back in a month's time to do the next episode of the podcast, we can see what you thought of it. Because I think you'll actually enjoy it, JJ. I think you'll really appreciate it.
It looked like
you'll appreciate the banter.
Because
that's the only I appreciated the banter because that's sort of the only bit I relatively enjoyed.
They are just a bunch of fuckboys.
Looks very Puberty Blues, and I got around Puberty Blues big time. Like that TV show, that and Rush. Best Australian
Rush,
TV show
yes.
of all time.
We should just do an episode entirely about Rush.
Just about Rush.
Fuck off! I have a rash on my face. Okay, and it's all.
Be more vague, Corey. Like it could be herpes. It could.
I'll get it tested.
With Independence Day,
Cancer.
We might touch on that in a bit. Because I think I'm the only one who saw these other 2 films. I'll quickly touch on because I think I mean personally I want to get into Independence Day Resurgence spoilers.
Okay.
But how fucking shit it was.
You have 1 minute each.
1 minute. What? Hunt for the Wilder People.
Oh yeah.
Everyone should see this. Film. I think this is a great movie. That was a film. It's directed by like New Zealand director. I forgot his name, like Taika Waititi or something like that. He's done like Boy, which everyone loved, and What We Did in the Shadows, Boy vs Shark.
Sharknado.
And now this one. And he's directing Thor Ragnarok, which is a huge jump from any of these films. But this was a film that sort of made me laugh, then like real sad moments. It felt indie, but it wasn't at the same time. But like everything about it was done well. Like the directing, the editing. I think everyone should see this. It's sort of like one of my sort of little ones that I sort of love, like The Daughter. Like it's just a film like that where I'd watch it again. Daughter I wouldn't watch again, but I'd give this an 8.5.
Wow. Okay.
I think everyone should go see this.
Support these sort of films.
Support them, yeah. Conjuring 2.
Yeah, no. See, I've been trying to convince Corey to see it, but
Corey has legitimately.
I've been so busy.
Fuck off. Literally last pod, JJ's like, let's see Conjuring 2 later, and you're like, no.
I'm not doing it. No, I'm sorry. I've got ambitions in life.
Now, with the first one, I know JJ didn't like. I thought for a horror film, the story was actually really good. It had a couple of scares, but like not.
It was just jump scares. I thought
it was the opposite. I thought the one jump scare.
And then there was the only part that I kind of got mildly scared of.
The witch was when the fucking
closet. She looks up, witch is on the closet, jumps down, vomits in her face, and then runs away. And I was like, that's a bit odd. That's not normally how witches do it.
Well, if you had a witch around your house, JJ, you
know
exactly how they do it.
Not vomiting in the mouth.
Jesus.
I thought you were going to make me
I thought, Conjuring would probably be one of my favourite scary movies. Now, I'm sort of like Corey, I don't like scary movies that much, but this film legitimately horrified me. Like
that sounds enjoyable.
This is going to tell.
I would like to watch.
Now the story holds up. Like it's still a good story. I don't think it's as good as the first one, but some of the scares in this one, it's not. There's a couple of like really
How good
bad.
Is that nun, though?
There's a couple of really bad nuns.
Like
fucking horrifying.
Hey, how you doing?
A couple of the jump scares. There's quite a few. There's probably about 3-4. They're all quite large jump scares. The sort of jump ones, but. This one sort of had a lot more tension in it,
so I was
moments where you're like, something's going to happen, then something does, and then a lot more builds up tension, which I really like.
The bits that I've seen, it's not You know, like conventional. I mean, it's kind of a convention of a horror movie to do it. Like we've seen in Paranormal and even the first Conjuring, the music swells to a point, and then they turn around and nothing's there, and you're like, "Oh, I'm safe now." And then they turn around, and then there's the real scare.
Oh,
like,
hey, you weren't expecting that, audience.
Yeah, but then that's the thing because it builds you up, and you forget about it. You completely forget about that being convention. So you're so on the edge of your seat when the music's swelling to a point. And you'll turn around and there's nothing there, and then you let your guard down just for a split second, but it's long enough for like when you're like, oh, nothing's happened. They turn around and there's the jump scare.
Yeah,
you know,
it catches you so off guard. This movie, it does. It's
and the mute.
At some moment, I'm like, fuck this, I'm out of here.
And the end credits did me, just
so the end credits. Right. So this is, I mean, at the start it says it's based on a true story, similar to the first one. So Ed and Lorraine Warren. True true people.
They also
sort of
look nothing alike.
Now the pictures were like when they were quite a bit older. But in the movie, there's this. It's in the trailer, but basically this 11-year-old girl's like speaking in a demonic tone. It's fucking weird as shit.
She's possessed.
Then in the credits, they're basically showing pictures of like original pictures of like her levitating and stuff like that. But they've got the original tape, which is. And it's fucked. It's genuinely just messed up.
Fucked.
Corey's mouth's just twitching a little bit.
The soundtrack itself, because so it goes through that credits as normally, and I've talked about this, how I love based on a true story movies, and then it's like, where are they now?
Yeah.
Relish that shit. So after it finishes that bit, it's just got the original kind of soundtrack, and it's just like this chorus of dudes just going like, oh,
yeah, it's fucking
and it swells to a point where they're all just like, oh, and you're like, oh, like sitting there shitting yourself.
Now with this,
you actually hit that note really well.
With this film as well,
really
I did notice that.
Really nice baritone.
Now with this film as well, I think it did well what horror films don't usually do, like the character development. You actually care about these like main characters, which I think you don't care about any film now. James Wan, I think the best bit about this is the directing.
See,
some of the shots are like incredible. So this is the director of like obviously the first Saw, the Insidious.
And second Saw, wasn't it?
I'm not too sure to be honest. He's directed the Insidious films and the first and now second Conjuring, and he directed James Wan.
Yeah, he did Fast and Furious 7.
Or was that Justin Lin?
Justin Lin did.
Justin Lin,
didn't he?
I'm not sure, but. Sort of graduated from Swinburne, so he's a Melbourne fellow.
Yeah, he's Melbourne.
Well, fucking good for
directing. No, the directing I think is the best part about this film, and I mean, I'd see it again, even though I'm genuinely horrified of it.
Yeah,
I'd probably even give it an 8.
Oh yeah, he only did Saw 1. He did Death Silence and Death Sentence, whatever the fuck they are. Insidious 1 and 2. He did Furious 7. You were right.
Yeah. Which was okay, guilty pleasure movie.
Yeah. Which one was number 7? The
most recent.
Oh, Paul Walker.
Yeah.
When I see you
I think everyone. I think any horror fan would relish this, but I even think like both of you should see it because the story is decent, but like the directing in it is really well done. There's some shots in there where I'm like, fuck, that's like a beautiful shot, and the editing's really well done. I'd give it an 8.
Cool. Well, that was 5 minutes. I only said 2 minutes, but that's fine.
Enjoy it anyway.
Well, just quickly, James Wan has been slated to direct Aquaman.
Yeah.
Thanks, Simpson.
What did you say?
Aquaman.
What did you say?
Because you're like Macbeth or like John Lennigerton.
Macbeth, I said correctly.
No, you say it as 2 words. You're like Macbeth, and we're like, oh, is that by Shakespeare?
I don't remember that at all. But,
Macbeth.
Aquaman.
Aquaman. Help us, Aquaman.
Surely Adrian Grenier is he returning for that one?
I hope so. Yeah, classic. Good reference. I've seen them.
You've seen Entourage? You enjoyed that?
Yeah.
Now let's jump on Independence Day. We'll go non-spoilers first.
Yeah, it's a piece of shit. There's my non-spoiler review. Okay. Like, it's fucking awful.
This is genuinely rubbish. Like,
talk in depth about why you didn't like it.
Well, it was just all over the place. I mean, there was so many plot holes. The plot holes were bigger than the fucking hole they were trying to dig into the middle of the ground on the earth.
Oh, I like that. That was a good one.
It's legitimately like...
That was a good reference,
I mean, I was like enjoying it for the first 20 minutes, and then I'm just like, this is really shit. Like, the dialogue is so cringy. there's no charisma in any of the actors apart from Goldblum, who's not even in the film that much, actually. Like, he's probably about 30, 40 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
And even
Liam Hemsworth does Liam Hemsworth. Mae Whitman, who was the president's daughter in the first one, isn't the president's daughter in this one, which is weird.
Okay.
I mean, it's 19 years later, but she's still an actress nowadays who was the main actress in The Duff and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
she's the fat.
She's not fat.
No, she's beautiful.
Yeah.
Sorry.
This is what's wrong. This is what's wrong with Hollywood, Corey.
Sorry, I fucked up. I fucked up. I'm sorry, Amelia.
The Will Smith's death, they touched on that about in one sentence. And the son of Will Smith is such a shit actor.
Again. Oh my god.
Worse than Jaden.
I don't think he was as bad as Jaden.
He's that bad. His line delivery was shocking.
Yeah.
What was I gonna? Yeah, just the action wasn't even that good. Like the trailer, I thought this would be a guilty pleasure movie, and I thought it was just gonna be cities burning for like not burning, but like blowing up for the whole movie, and it was like 10 minutes before they fucking go into Area 51 or whatever.
Yeah.
I did not enjoy it. That's what I'm gonna say until I get into spoilers because I really want to touch on it a little bit more.
Similar to Tipsy, fucking awful. Just shocking film. We are reviewing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles today as well, aren't we?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'll touch on that. Because, I saw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Out of the Shadows. And I thought that was bad. Like, I will admit there were a few guilty laughs. Like, twice in the film I had a bit of a chuckle. And I was like, surely nothing can be worse than that. Independence Day has trumped it. Nothing is
trumped.
I think this has got to. I think so far this has got to be at the top of my list for dishonorable mentions.
Yeah,
this year.
dishonorable.
I mean, Point Break is up there as well.
Yeah,
that was this year.
That was January 6th.
Jesus. Yeah, okay.
Point Break would be up there.
That's number 2 now. Like,
Daddy's Home is my number 1. So I think we touched it. I saw Daddy's Home.
I did see Daddy's Home. That was some.
Ooh, I think that'd get in there. I think we can touch on that. We'll touch on that in the end of December. Top 10. But,
I've forgotten about it.
Corey, now what did you like and dislike about the film?
If you say you liked it,
what is your dad doing? By the way, I'm really freaked out.
I sort of saw it with a bunch of mates, so I was a bit distracted. But I think that's how you're meant to see it.
No,
I saw it in the perfect settings to just let it wash over me, and I still didn't really like it. It was just, you can't just blow shit up and hope to impress me these days. Everyone's fucking done it. Movies have gone to another level, and if you're not willing to go to that level, then don't bother fucking funding these sort of movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's obvious that it's becoming harder and harder to make a good big budget movie.
Yeah.
We're pretty fucking spoiled.
Now I'm pretty touching on that. Quick. Oh, okay. Corey, finish.
Are you gonna let me finish?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, look at the latest episode of Game of Thrones. Amazing special effects. We're so sport for content that I just found this movie, it was just you're right. I mean, the acting was sort of shitty, and if it was done right, it could have been that sort of nice little self-referential sort of it knows what it is. But even then, it was just boring. That was the worst bit. I just didn't care about any of the characters because none of them were compelling. None of them were compelling. Liam Hemsworth, he's got to start showing me something, man, because he is the fucking Travis Cloak of the film.
No one's going to understand that at all.
He's really letting me. He needs to fucking kick a bag because. I tell you what, he needs to do a whiplash or something because he was
so good in Dressmaker though.
Oh, and it's just the only thing I appreciated was the fact that there actually wasn't too much destruction because after Man of Steel, I think it's pretty obvious. No one gives if nothing I don't need to fucking see
about cities.
The Big Ben destroyed 1,000 times, and I just don't really care. It just doesn't really impress me anymore.
The only time where you and I were both shocked at the decimation of landmarks was
when
X-Men.
Because they hit the Sydney Opera House.
Destroyed the Opera
House. They fucking took it from us. The bastards! Where's I'm sorry. We're only going to host the Australian Idol Grand Final now.
Stop choking your dog, by the way.
Also, let's just quickly talk on the marketing because these motherfuckers have no idea where any of the Australian cities are. So on the Australian poster for Independence Day Resurgence, it's got the alien mothership hovering over Earth precariously, and there's Australia, and for some reason it's like the epicenter of all our population is halfway between Adelaide and buttfuck nowhere. Like, there's just this big patch of light.
It's set in the future, but
it's set now.
Yeah, but
it's set now, but they've got the alien technology to change it. That's
but
the
why
thing.
why would there be so little lights at Sydney and Melbourne? Like, there's fuck all along the east coast. There's more lights near fucking Karratha than Melbourne.
Maybe we didn't have the Howard government. We weren't able to develop as a nation.
Oh, shut up. I'm touching on the thing I wanted to sort of interrupt you before. I'm sort of happy. Like, last couple of years, like, we've noticed that so many shit films have made a lot of money, but this year there's actually been a correlation. The well-reviewed, like, the well-acclaimed films are actually making a hell of a lot more money than
with the
negative ones, which
I
saw.
Daddy's Home
and The Nice Guys.
No, this is like larger films.
Yeah, so
like
no, we're
Captain
just
America.
Talking, yeah, we're just talking about the big
Independence Day
ones.
will be in there. We're talking about big budgets. So like Captain America. I mean, Batman v Superman obviously did quite well. Just being,
not that well.
Not as well, but it was on Reddit. There was an actual graph, and a lot of the films that are well reviewed make a hell of a lot more money. I think it was
like comparative to
comparative to their budget. So that makes me happy.
Yeah, it's nice.
That a lot of people are paying to go see actual good films.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, and then they are paying to see shit films, but very quickly.
And that's why the internet
a massive drop. Yeah. Like Batman v Superman, it dropped like 80%.
Alice in Wonderland made no money. The sequel,
Allegiant, thank God, made no money.
Like that's unfortunately things like Daddy's Home still rake in twice their budget.
I mean, Daddy's Home will
that's always expected. That's always expected though. Films like that.
Is it?
It's like
they're going to take their kids. It's like
fucking common denominator. Like it's just.
There are a lot of idiots on this.
Yeah, there are, mate. Can I just ask, what did you think of Alice Through the Looking Glass?
It was pretty bad. It was really bad. I liked the first one. I'm a big fan of Alice. I love the books.
Go on, Emilio.
But this one sucked. It was just, it was cringe.
Actually,
Johnny Depp just needs to stop. He just stop doing things.
Stop abusing his wife.
Allegedly.
Was he
if he can deliver a performance half as good as his video with Barnaby Joyce, I will be happy.
Now, I quickly want to touch on spoilers.
There's no spoilers.
No, not. I mean, it for people who are going to see the film, it's probably check downstairs. What?
I'm just going to check something downstairs. You guys can.
All right,
your spaghetti smells good, Corey.
Thank you.
With the movie, this will trigger me quite a bit because I want Corey's reaction to this as well. The film. Basically, I don't understand because there's this bit when there's the mothership and their theory is if we blow up the Queen, then all the aliens will fucking die and their mothership will go up with it. All of a sudden, from the first one, apparently a mothership has dropped in the middle of Africa or whatever and drilled a hole into the earth, which no one knew about.
Yeah.
Which just came up randomly.
20 years later.
20 years later, by the way, they only just realised this, and I'm talking about Jeff Goldblum, probably one of the main characters in the first one. In the mothership, when Hemsworth and Will Smith's son are going into to kill the Queen, and it's basically, they're like, oh shit, it's a trap. All of their ships blow up, apart from Hemsworth's, but then when Hemsworth's on the ground, all of a sudden all his teammates are alive still.
Yeah.
Like,
wow, actually, Jesus.
Yeah, they all blow up and they have that green barrier protection because that's what the aliens put on there to not affect it. But they're all alive somehow. No explanation.
Wow.
And it's now you're realizing, aren't you?
Wow.
And it's the blatant
that was a big one.
The blatant fucking throw in there to try and create a sequel. It's like the last 40 minutes. It's like, what was the point of it? They're trying to create a sequel. So there's this little eye-looking thing that they're like, oh, we have the weapons to defeat them now. We need to take the battle to them. And that's like literally the last line of the movie before Liam Hemsworth and his girlfriend kiss.
Our guest here in the audience, Amelia and I, went and saw this. And we went and saw it at a cinema that normally is fine. I don't mind this cinema. We were in there. And we were on the side section. And directly across from us, right dead center of the theatre, a woman was crying at certain lines. She was so emotionally attached to this film that she teared up. There were people in this film that laughed at the jokes in it. Now, the writing we've touched on... Sorry, Tibbsy's tumours just killed him. It spread. Tibbsy's having an aneurysm. This worries me.
This worries me about the human race.
These are the people that pay money to see Daddy's Home like twice. This is why we have wars. This is why.
I'll tell you what triggers me more than that is whenever you go see a horror film, there's always 3 people that giggle the whole thing.
Yeah, that actually.
Like when I saw Conjuring, that ruined the film for me.
Yeah.
But like there was a person in my theatre who was fucking like absolutely pissing themselves at every line that Will Smith's son said, and I was about to punch a wall. I was like, there's no way that you can actually physically like get enjoyment out of this.
Yeah.
The worst thing possible as well. So in this one, as I said, there's drilled a hole in Africa, but they stopped. The mothership's basically drilling a hole in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, I believe, and there's, for some reason, that's not sucking all the water in or anything like that, not creating a huge vacuum. Yeah. So there's a boat probably about 2 kilometers away that are giving feedback to America on what's happening, when then they should realistically, if that's happening and they're drilling a hole, all the water would fall in and it'd be create a vacuum, which is a plot hole enough in itself,
like
plus the size of it.
The seismic damage, like a drill.
Plus apparently,
like tidal waves
when it's 6 seconds from away from hitting the Earth core, no one gives a shit. It's like there's a hole in the ocean. There's gonna be a hole in your fucking Earth. 7 seconds. I don't know what size that'd be, but 7 seconds away from taking the Earth's core.
How long did it take?
That's not gonna affect.
It was like an hour.
Earth. Yeah, and it was 7 seconds away.
Like, I'll work shit out, you keep talking.
That's apparently not going to affect the Earth in the future. Like, I genuinely couldn't believe how many plot holes were in this film.
Yeah.
It actually, like, genuinely angered me that much, and Corey's probably didn't pay too much attention to it, and he's cooking his pasta that he got 4 days ago.
Where's the Atlantic?
Going to murder us all, but
is the Atlantic's the ocean in between America and Africa?
I'm pretty sure, yeah,
because we're on the Pacific. Yeah.
I just don't understand who wrote this film. Like, what you could get out of. I mean, how you can look at that and think, yeah, that's going to get greenlit. Like,
yeah, I don't understand.
How can you possibly have that many plot holes in a probably $150 million movie?
Smells fucking delicious, boys. Sorry.
It's 30 kilometers to 50 kilometers thick, like in between. Now, if we take 50 kilometers, right? And how long did it take in the film? Like they said,
it was an hour. Yeah, it was an hour till it
penetrated the Earth's crust. That's ridiculous.
It's fucked.
Like, fucking bullshit.
Yeah, like I don't understand, because they showed a video of the thing fucking going in there, but there was no vacuum for the water. I'm like, what is happening? Like, it would literally suck all the water in the fucking ocean.
But
pretty much
can't you just deal with, like, why are you looking for fucking science accuracy in, like,
it's not science, it's just fucking stupid. Like, a 4-year-old would fucking realise a hole in the ocean, the water would get sucked in. Like,
it's like a plug hole in the bar.
Yeah. You're not that, you can't, like, surely you can't be that retarded. You didn't notice that. Did you notice the thing in the mothership as well? When Liam Hemsworth, an EMP pretty much is done.
Okay.
And Liam
it would go through 0.83 of a kilometre every minute, right? Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
So we divide that by 60 to get...
Do you expect...
Times by 6, because 6 seconds.
Yeah.
80 fucking metres of crust.
So 80 metres of crust is left in
80 fucking metres.
And apparently that's not going to affect them in the future.
80 metres! That shit would erode.
Yeah, but...
with that, Corey...
What the fuck is this film?
So, JJ...
the third one...
So, Corey,
JJ... Just a post-apocalyptic fucking nightmare.
Well, the third one will be them taking the battle to them with that little eye
and then they like, come back to Earth and they
can I just say how retarded...
80 metres of crust.
When they take the battle to them, it's just going to be the biggest fucking CGI...
shitfest.
It won't get made. The money this movie is making.
So Finding Dory beat it, but that doesn't surprise me.
Finding what?
Finding Dory beat it. I saw this week.
Finding Dory, that's not surprising at all.
Wow. Okay then.
Well, it's not. I said this before, and JJ didn't even realise it. But when they were in, I don't know if you focused, when they were in the mothership, basically they got EMP'd and their ships blew up, and the aliens basically put a shield around the ship so it didn't actually affect the mothership. Liam Hemsworth was the only one who didn't blow up. All of a sudden, he's on the ground and 4 of his friends are just laying there with guns.
Yeah, right. That is
like now you're thinking like what?
So
Their ships blew up. Their ships blew up
with them inside.
With them inside it, like EMP'd, so they couldn't fucking do anything, or their buttons wouldn't work.
And because you don't see them jump out or anything.
You don't see them jump out. They blow. You literally, it's a up-looking shot. They blow up, and then there's this green bubble shield that they're in.
Is it the same four friends?
It's Will Smith's son, the Chinese girl. That's the most shoehorned fucking Chinese market attempt I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like I genuinely was like, how are they alive? Now you're thinking, did a 6-year-old...
now it's also just like glasses smashing around me. I'm sort of realizing how bad it is.
Yes, thank God.
Because I sort of just took it that now, because like I said, I saw it with friends. I didn't really concentrate on any of that shit, but it's not like I'm going to see it again. I'm glad it's not making money. If it was making Daddy's Home money, I'd be angry, but it's not.
Yeah. So. Yeah. What would you give it?
0. Just a flat out 0.
Really?
I'd genuinely give it... I'd probably give it a 0.5.
No, dude.
Actually, fuck it. I'll give it a 0. No,
yes!
I was gonna say I slightly enjoyed, as I said, like the first 10 minutes. Then I realized how shit it was. The actor, the president in the movie. Can I just say, is the worst actress I've ever seen in my entire life.
As bad an actress as Hillary.
Her fucking like the whole Earth pretty much has just been destroyed, and they're like, and she's like, we need to get to safety. We need to like.
No, the best part is like, Mrs. President, what should we do? Do it. Like that was her lines. It was just like nuke them.
Yeah. Oh, it was yeah, like I mean, talking about the plot holes, just realised how. I mean, I genuinely don't know how this film was made.
Yeah. It seems like it was made without a fucking care. Like they just wanted to make, because it's been in development hell for a while.
Yeah, it was apparently going to get made like 10 years ago.
A couple of years after the fucking first one came out. I would, in terms of just movies in general, I'd give it like a 2.
Oh, okay, that's doable.
In terms of like popcorn movies, as in like movies like Fast and Furious style, I'd give it like a 4. So even for a movie.
Popcorn movie
that is meant to be like self-referential, stupid, doesn't take itself seriously, it was still shitty.
Yeah.
So let's move on.
I'll never ever see that again. Now you want to touch on TMNT?
TMNT.
So that's the only. I think is it TMNT Now You See Me 2, the only other 2, which I haven't seen.
Yeah,
because I'm not going to waste my time seeing them.
That's fair.
This is a fucking mega week, isn't it?
Well, not mega week. It's like the last 3 weeks, really.
TMNT 2. Out of the Shadows. They do actually say it, and that was one part where I laughed.
Really?
They were actually like, we need to come
out of the shadows.
So it's not like, if we're going to do this, we have to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, out of the shadows. You're right, Donatello.
So they're like, so was it like that phony line where like, we need to, and then look at the screen, out of the shadows, basically.
It was.
Similar. Was it actually? Oh, jeez! Thank God I didn't see it.
Whose voice is this?
Thank God I didn't see this.
We've got a special. We'll now go to our special correspondent, Amelia. Amelia, you're on the site. Was it indeed that how the line was delivered?
Yes.
Oh, thank you so much, Amelia. We love your coverage.
That angers me.
But the problem, the problem with it was, the main problem is the main villains, Bebop and Rocksteady, like the rhinoceros and the warthog.
Yeah.
So these are things that worked in the 80s and 90s TV show and the comics, because it was 80s and 90s, like where they dressed like this. Like this dude's dressed in all purple, like leather, like chains and shit like this. Like this is just gross fashion from then, right?
Yeah, well it is. Well, the 90s is gross. We all know.
Yeah. Whereas now they've tried to literally take They've tried to take everything from the 90s cartoon and just plant it into now. And it just doesn't work. Like, it just doesn't work. There's nothing in this film that works.
How was Krang?
Krang, retarded.
Because I remember when, like, Krang showed up in the trailer, we were all like, okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Worst.
Wasn't it voiced by the guy from, like, Everybody Loves Raymond? That fucking, like, 7-foot guy, like, looking...
Peter? Is it Peter? He looks like my dad.
He talks like this.
He looks like my dad.
No, I don't think so, actually.
I'm going to look that up. I think
please do.
I think it is voiced by him.
And Stephen Amell is
from Arrow. Yeah.
Awful. I had high hopes for him.
Casey Jones.
Everyone raves about Arrow. And this sucked.
It's like a guilty pleasure show. I've watched like 3 episodes and it's like just not great.
Spoilers, not much to spoil. It's a piece of shit, don't see it. 1 out of 10. There we go. Done.
Okay, are we done?
Okay.
Now you see me too.
Oh,
So you were.
have you
did
seen
you
this?
stay and see
No.
this? Okay, I saw this. Also shit. Don't go see it. First one was kind of good. This one sucks. At the start, it felt like Ocean's 11 had that really kind of cool heist vibe. Even the music was very much like.
It is.
It is. Oh my
It's
god.
Brad Garrett. It's that guy.
Show me his face. I have to see him. Oh, what a
Oh,
man!
no.
What a man!
Shit.
What a man!
So
Support Brad Garrett.
so yeah, I liked the first Now You See Me. Now You Can See Me, whatever it's called.
Yeah, it was an okay. Like,
This second one started out pretty cool. Had like very Ocean's 11 vibe, like even the music and like the way it was shot. And then it sucked. And then there was just unnecessary twist after twist, and it wasn't even good twists. So it was just like, what the fuck? Why?
see, that's a film I also like had not many plot holes, but I just don't know how they can like show a thing like them disappear in rain.
Well, yeah, and then but then they barely explain it.
Yeah.
Like that happened in the first one. I mean, it was okay. Like I slightly enjoyed it.
It's only good if they explain, like in The Prestige, they explain how they do
Oh,
it. You can't just do a trick in a film where you disappear and then it's like, how good was that?
Where a thing where he's teleporting to Paris and it goes like that.
Yeah,
he's
they
not
don't
dead or
actually
squashed or anything.
explain it,
Yeah.
which is like the most frustrating thing because you need to logically be able to explain it. Like,
see, they're like right at the start. There's a trick where like they're escaping because the FBI's onto them or whatever because they've been in hiding.
Is that where they go from like New York to Singapore?
China? Yeah. So they explain that, and it's kind of like, oh, that's. And I hope
how did that happen?
So how
Please
it
spoil it. I want to
is-
know this.
all it was like because they were really like frantic and anxious because the FBI are onto them. They were meant to go down this pipe, but they went through this pipe instead, right? And what it was is they go down that pipe, and then there's a certain like sequence of like strobe lights that will put people to sleep. Like so, like when it's flashing, they were like, "Whoa," and like had a stroke, and then like fell asleep.
Okay.
And then they fall asleep, fall into a dump truck, and then
the dump gut
while they're
taken to Singapore.
well, yeah, I don't know whether like I don't know whether like chloroform was involved because I assume like America to China is still at least a 12-hour flight, but apparently they were out of it for the entire time. And then
okay, so that's just like not even a magic trick. That's just like
that's
just stupid.
They're just lying.
Yeah, but I mean, at least they attempt to explain it.
Yeah, but it's just lying.
I see what you mean.
They should have just been like, we invented teleportation.
Would have been easier. And then the rest of the film, there was just no.
How was Daniel Radcliffe?
Not self-referential enough.
Oh, are there any?
Did he make any references?
No.
What? Why is he in it then?
That's what I thought he was going to be in it. Then I thought they were going to take it not serious at all and just have him make as many references.
Because then he's just awkward Daniel Radcliffe. Like, oh, hey guys.
Like, that's pretty much what he is. It's piece of shit. Probably. What did I just give TMNT?
1.
Okay, this is 1.5.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Well, then see it over TMNT.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we finish? This has been an hour.
Out next week.
Jesus.
Central Intelligence.
Oh,
no.
no.
Negative.
BFG, which I'm looking forward to.
I will see Central Intelligence. You guys can take the bullet for BFG.
What?
Bullet?
Do you mean the other way around?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny, man. Sarcasm.
I'm keen. And out in DVD, there's a couple of good ones. There's Zootopia, which I think we all
fucking love this movie.
Which I think we all
white people suck.
White people suck.
Grimsby.
Guilty pleasure. Let's be honest.
London Has Fallen, which Corey thinks is his best film ever.
I don't want to. London Has Fallen. It's just everything wrong with America.
Other than that,
be called Everything Wrong with America.
Room.
Everything Wrong with America 2.
Yeah.
It's a sequel.
Room.
Yep, great film.
Yep.
Wait, not The Room.
No.
Not The Room. And then Brooklyn, which was great, and Trumbo, which obviously includes Bryan Cranston.
Help me fall in. I'm just a migrant. I don't know what I'm doing. I need a strong American man.
That's all for this week. And Corey's just making some sick, dank jokes while we finish off the pot.
Okay, that's about all for this week, guys. Well done for slugging through it if you're at this point, but you probably went out at the 2-minute mark. Let's not fuck around.
Just like you, Corey.
See ya. Yeah, and thanks to our studio audience. I'll be back next week with an even bigger audience. Because everyone's so
How
keen.
can we fit 1,000 people in a studio, Corey?
Oh, well, 1,001 because I said a bigger audience. We'll see you next week. Go fuck yourselves.